Hi, crew, and welcome to the first ever E3 kind of discussion that we're doing here. I have three awesome people joining me today. I have Anna at HickvilleProductions over there. Below me is Evan the Pixel Pusher, and kitty corner below me is Aelis Andura. Oh my.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Very
Hiya.
exciting.
So, anyways, thank you for joining us on the E3 predictions kind of here. We met each other all through gamer life. We've all become pretty good friends. And we're just going to share some of our predictions for E3 here today. And, well, let's kick it off. The first of the events that's going to happen on Monday is the Bethesda conference. And we already know Fallout 4 is coming, but Bethesda has a whole hour, and I don't think they're going to give us an hour of gameplay or trailer. There's something else that's going to happen there, and there might be Doom too. So, what are your guys' opinions about that?
Okay, I'll start.
wanted to start.
Oh my gosh!
I was
Oh
like,
my
the
gosh!
awkward-
So I'm a huge Fallout fangirl, and I'm very, very happy to see Fallout. Supposedly, we're looking at a 20 to 30 minute gameplay, not trailer, but actual demo that's being made available. It's just a rumor, but the rumors have really started to pan out. We also have Doom. I have a really close connection to Doom. It was actually my very first PC game. So,
What?
in 5th grade, my very first used computer my family bought, that was my first PC game, the thing that started it all. So we've got more footage coming from that. We only saw a couple second clip. And I'm guessing we're going to see more from ESO, the Elder Scrolls Online. They're really hardcore pushing their brand new free-to-play, trying to get the community to come back. So I feel like we're going to get a lot from that.
I don't know if we're going to get ESO. I think ESO has gone on the kind of the back burner for Bethesda. Not saying like it's going to, but their market share even right now is kind of low unless they announce an expansion pack, which the game's probably in need of. But as I think you're spot on with the Doom. I think we're going to get a lot of Doom footage. But what worries me about that too is how many arena shooters have come out recently, just on Kickstarter and yeah, on Steam recently, and they live for like a week and then they're dead. And that's my worry for Doom is the multiplayer is what sustains FPS. And they've always built it to be an arena shooter. Are they going to go the Call of Duty route and like give you perks and a perk tree and that type of thing, going forward? So that's the only way I can see it sustaining, but I don't know.
well, I don't know. I think people have been waiting long enough for another Doom. I think it would do well specifically because like Bethesda is a big name company, and people have been waiting for Fallout 4. People have been waiting for another Doom. I think it will do well regardless. I could be very well wrong, but it also depends on how they decide they want to do their multiplayer. Basically, like you said, it's just. If they go with arena shooter, I feel like the nostalgia factor will be there for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then that might sustain it. But if they decide to go someplace else, then people might not like it and just be like, "Oh, it's just a copy of such and such a game," and blah 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 blah. So since it's been literally years and years and years since another Doom, it has a lot of things to be compared to now. Now that sort of there's so many different sort of subgenres of FPS and things like that people will be like, "Oh, I've played enough of that over the past couple of years. This ain't nothing new." That could very well happen as well.
Yeah. The real question is are we going to actually see the flashlight attached to the gun? That's
Never.
never. So
Oh my goodness.
lots of dark areas, and of course that'll be fixed in mod in like the first week or so. But either way. But yeah, so I'm thinking Bethesda is going to be a pretty big conference. Almost as big as the Square Enix conference. But we're going to get into that in a little bit. But me and Evan are really looking forward to the Square Enix, especially this year. I think.
And or Sony.
And or Sony, yep. So, let's get into the next conference, which is Xbox and Xbox One. Now, seeing as we have no one actually on the podcast, or I guess not the podcast, we're not a podcast yet, but spoilers, we might be in the future. But no one on the, yeah, I know, right? No, yeah, exactly. We don't know for sure, like, what it is to own, like, an Xbox One, because none of us actually own an Xbox One, but this is one of the conferences I would still like to talk about, because Microsoft needs to go big or go home. They need to win this E3 in order to kind of gain back their cred, or, in the gaming world. Otherwise, I think what is going to happen is the Xbox One is the PS3 of the last generation. Slow start, slow adoption, but is ultimately probably going to be the better pick for most people because Microsoft is going to have to bring it and bring games, just like the PS3 did. And 360 dominated the console cycle up until, or the last console cycle up until the very end, and then PS3 finally won out. But well, at least in my opinion. Sales figures still say the Xbox 360 won, but yeah. So I'm really looking forward to the Xbox One. Have you guys seen anything of the kind of scale slash Monster Hunter ripoff? I mean, not ripoff game, but the I think it's like it's not Bloodborne because that just came out.
I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's find the name.
I'm gonna let Chris do the dirty work. I'll just wait.
Oh yeah.
I have like YouTube or something up, or just like Google open, ready.
Yeah.
When he gets it.
While he's looking it up, I will also say though, I actually was still working for Game Crazy. I was running a video game store during the last generation, and we did really consistently see the Xbox outselling PlayStation like 100%. And as a very competitive gamer, very into shooters at the time, the teenager that's still in me is going, oh my god, new Halo, oh my god, new Halo. Like, I'm not paying attention to any of the other Xbox games because when I did competitions, it was all about Halo. So now seeing a new one that's going to lead into a little more of the storyline is very exciting.
Absolutely. Halo 5, but to me, that's already been announced, so, you know what I mean? Like, we're going to see more of Halo 5.
But we already know it's coming.
Yeah, exactly. And I actually probably will end up picking up an Xbox One for Halo 5. That's my game. I've loved Halo ever since the origination. So when Halo 5 comes out, that's when the Xbox One comes on my radar for things that I want.
Don't screw it up.
I know, right?
They might.
343.
They might, and I think they're going to release a 1 terabyte model of the Xbox One to combat the PS4's 1 terabyte model as well. And what I was going to say, oh come on, there's a screenshot of it. I can't. I hate. Okay, we should, but they are announcing new. They have a new IP coming at E3, so they have a new. Well, of course they need to, and then there's Forza 6.
Nah.
And whatever. I mean, no offense. If you like Forza, it's a car game. It's the same car game we've had forever. So I'm not like we're not saying ooh.
None of us are racing fans.
None of us.
We're just not racers.
We like the kart racers. We don't like the super realistic. We like to blow stuff up. So
Forza Mario Kart. Where's
Forza exactly.
Burnout. No, Burnout over Forza any day.
Road Rash over all of them.
You're right.
I'm sorry,
Burnouts,
but
old school, Twisted Metal.
all Twisted Metal.
My age.
Highway. What was it? Highway 64, I think, was the other the Dreamcast Sega version of Twisted Metal. Had the garbage alien guy. I forget what the highway number was, but I love that one.
I don't think I did either.
Oh, I had it for, I had Vigilante, Vigilante 8, that's what it was called. Vigilante 8, and then there's Vigilante 8 2, Second Offense. And I played both of them on the Dreamcast, and it was awesome. But, Yeah, I don't really see much that we can talk about the Microsoft. Uh,
Yeah.
tell you the truth, I mean they're keeping it under wraps. And oh yeah, I wanted to bring up what we were talking about yesterday. I think that we're going to see Banjo Kazooie come out of Rare again.
I
Uh,
don't
I
think so.
I think they're going to at least put a teaser trailer
No,
to kind of gank ukulele fame.
no.
But
I don't
I think
know.
it's way too
Yeah.
blatant. I, I,
really,
I
I
think it's
said it
way too
yes.
soon.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna say people are gonna catch on. This is what I said last night when we were talking about it. If they come out with a Banjo Kazooie thing, they are gonna be. It's because all the other companies are just saying, "Oh, nobody wanted platformers," and then ukulele got successful, and now they're total backtracking and saying that, "Oh yeah, now we're gonna make Banjo Kazooie because this is gonna make them money. We're gonna try." It's gonna be a total cash grab, and everybody's gonna call their crap on it. I'm
well,
saying it right now if they do it.
even if it's a cash grab, I mean, look, I mean, Microsoft has Fable Legends, and that's a complete and total cash grab. Like the game is nothing to do with Fable, but they're just using the Fable name to get copies sold. And I think actually people would, I think the hardcore core audience would have been more accepting of Fable Legends, um, had it not had the Fable name on it. And come out probably as like an Xbox Live arcade game for $20, and then you would have probably seen a lot more sales coming into that. But no, they're gonna make it full retail, $60 for like.
I don't I don't trust the new Rare to make a good Banjo Kazooie anymore.
No, I don't
So
either.
Yeah.
that's
But
why I was gonna say I think even if they come out with another Banjo Kazooie, ukulele will do better because it's made by the same people who made the old Banjo Kazooie, which everybody loved, and they will put more love and care into ukulele than the corporate overlord that is Microsoft. Just because it's just a cash grab, they'll probably add microtransactions to some crap in there. I don't know.
Oh my god.
what I think,
It happens. It
yeah,
happens. That's the way things are
Yeah.
going. It sucks, but you have to come to the
Yeah.
reality. Banjo Kazooie microtransactions. Let's pay coins and what are the Jim Joes to get
yeah, Jim
ukulele.
Joe's.
Yeah,
My children will never know what it is like to have games without microtransactions,
I know.
right down to their
Yeah.
Skylanders and having to buy figures upon figures. My children
Oh.
play an MMO. They play Lego minifigures online, and it is
Uh,
packed with microtrans.
I'm thinking like Lego Worlds just came out, and that looks interesting as heck to me. Like that's the Lego game I always wanted.
I
And
bought it for
Yeah.
them.
oh, really? And I'm just wondering. I'm like, yeah, they're going to DLC the heck out of that. You
Oh yeah.
want silver bricks? $5. You want this color bricks? $5. You want
Yeah.
the Indiana Jones head? $5. And
That's too bad, kids.
that's right.
Don't ever
Pretend
give your
it's
kids
that
your
color.
Yep.
No,
phone. Yeah, just
Sorry.
pretend.
Yeah.
Just pretend.
give your
I don't
kids
know.
your friend's phone, and then that's how it goes.
Find
So
someone
My
you
kid-
hate and take their phone.
My kids have a deactivated iPhone. So I just made sure that I
There you
didn't
go.
put anything on it that they could use to purchase stuff because kids do, they run up microtrans like crazy. I'm tempted to. I have Plague Inc on here and I'm like, buy more, buy more.
yeah, well, I'm the same way. I mean, well, Steam sales. Steam sales are my
Yeah.
weakness. I think Steam sales are everyone's weakness. But
It's coming.
oh yeah, the Steam Summer Sale. That's the other thing. I'm like mess with E3. I want the Steam Summer Sale. But
I know, right?
I
uh,
need Don't Starve so I could go starve with Anna.
I know, right? We all need Don't Starve.
Because I have the
I have
together
Don't
one now.
Evan has
both
Don't
of them.
Starve. Anna has Don't Starve.
You and me, let's go not starve together.
I-
And then let's
I-
let's all go
I
not
bought
starve.
Don't Starve on a sale way back when it was a double pack with Don't Starve and Don't Starve together. I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, I
All right,
own that.
okay.
That game was early access.
Back on track. Stay on
Episode
target.
2.
Yes.
No, episode 2 of this. We are going over the Steam sale together. We are all going to go.
Or we could probably do
Steam
like
sale,
E3
yay or nay
recap.
Steam sale. Yes.
Yeah.
E3 recap is like another episode in itself too. Like the thing has happened. Let's share how much we hate Microsoft and Sony and whatever else, and how Steam has
Yeah.
finally messed it up royally or whatever.
It's not that I don't hate. It's not that I hate
Yeah.
Microsoft. I just don't trust the big wigs to do it right because they've screwed it up so much in the past 2 years that when it's like to this point, it's like if they added if a broken game comes out or microtransactions and freemium games come out, it's like you're just not surprised anymore. It's just like whatever, don't play it.
Yeah.
It's like that's another game I can't afford to play anymore.
Here's my crazy prediction: is they're going to actually enable Xbox One emulation on computer Windows 10. I think it's going to go full emulation. I know they're going to. They know they pretty much have it planned where you can play an Xbox One game on your Xbox One or Windows 10 game on either screen, so they can network together. But what I'm actually waiting for them to say is, yeah, you can get Xbox Live on, and play the Xbox One games like Halo 5 on your PC, but you have to pay for Live. And
It's so easy to do.
And
DX is a pretty smart move.
I think that's what they might come against, and then they get PC gamers as well as Microsoft or Xbox One gamers, and then I have friends that have Xbox Ones. You know what I mean? And if I had the choice to just stick with PC and play with them, oh my gosh, I would jump right on it. And they're in the unique position to do that.
Especially with Windows 10 coming out.
Exactly.
They're giving out the
yeah.
beta version of it this summer, and then I think the full version's coming out in the fall or something like that. I signed up for it.
Me too.
Same.
I got it right here.
Tech nerds, all of us.
I know, right? Well, hey, if you're watching this, you probably know that by now. So, but yeah.
Outside the window says, "What is that thing behind the red top guy? What thing are you talking
It's
about?"
a keyblade, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wink. Why do you think I'm so excited about the Sony and Square Enix conference this year? Oh, let me show you the different podcast. I'm showing my Kingdom Hearts collection.
Oh, Bean Boy is saying, "Oh yeah, 1 viewer and 5 followers later." You do realize this is my first time I've actually streamed, right?
Don't admit that to people. You've been doing this forever.
I've been doing this forever.
You
So,
did this the day you were born.
oh, exactly. Well, no, I mean, but people are like, "Ooh, judge my channel," but to like mistake like that. I mean, we've been doing YouTube forever, so whatever.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're new to broadcast.
No, definitely
YouTubers
not. I
taking over
definitely not.
Twitch.
I've actually done real broadcasts. So.
Exactly. So
Suck it, big boy.
yeah, suck it, Bean Boy. We don't need you here.
Oh, you think you're so big and bad? You have 1 follower. Yeah, there you go. Screw you, man. All right, anyway, that's back to the topic.
But anyways, we try not to mock you in chat.
Look, stick it to the dicks in chat. That's all I'm gonna say. Just give it to them right back.
Well, we try not to.
This for just a minute. I'll be right back.
They can smell fear. You can't let them.
No, I don't fear them. I don't really fear Twitch chat. So
Yeah.
Don't lose to fear. Oh, there's a dog in the background. There's a dog. I didn't know there was a dog. Look, it's so fluffy.
it is fluffy. But anyways, let's get back onto it. I don't think anything's gonna come back for the 360 at all.
They're phasing out. Most people are. I think they've already announced that Black Ops 3 is not going to be on last gen consoles. I think. I don't know that for sure, but I think they'll be like, yeah, we're just going to develop it for next year. That's one of my things for. Well, I mean, Xbox will probably take Call of Duty. They always take Call of Duty stuff, but I know it's Call of Duty. It's the same thing every year, but I hope that Treyarch makes a great Call of Duty this year, because like I've said it before, I'll say it again, Treyarch COD is my favorite COD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've said this before, I bought Advanced Warfare because they put zombies in it because I'm dumb. So that's it. I bought it for the zombies and that's it.
I want to get Advanced Warfare. Well, I don't want to now, but I wanted to get it because I was like, Battlefield 2142. It's happening again. And I love Battlefield 2142. I just love future things. And you put future, you give me a mech suit, I'm all about that. Except Titanfall. Titanfall sucked. But
I disagree. I just think they implemented it wrong.
There's something about that game, and I still can't figure it out. About like, I played it for 3 hours and I was done. I was like, I don't need to see any more of this. I'm just done with it. And I still can't figure out like why that game didn't stick with me. Because it had all of the things I love. But yeah, let's keep it moving. So Windows Phone, no one cares. Like there'll be more Windows phones in that conference than there are like anywhere else in one place in the United States. But Spike TV, no one cares about. Oh, EA, everyone's favorite.
Everyone's favorite to hate on.
Well,
we will see
For a
the
reason.
death of Battlefront.
we will,
As it stands, you will see the death of it.
and we will
And
see
when I say
Mirror's
the
Edge.
death of it, I mean they will show you how much EA has EA'd it up. It's already screwed. I'm not looking forward to the final product at this point at all. It's already a big letdown for me. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good at all. That's my big thing about EA. It's not going to work. Oh, but Mass Effect 4, that I will be excited for.
Mass Effect 4. I think we're going to see another Dead Space. Honestly, I think we're going to get. Isn't Dragon's Dogma an EA game? No, I don't think so. Let me just.
No.
But I think they're going to try and get the hardcore crowd.
Yeah, probably.
With like a Dark Souls-esque game. I think that's what they'll.
Most of us Sims players, honestly. With The Sims 4, a lot of people have gone back to The Sims 3, so that's been one of their big sellers. They've really lost us on it, and I always say, give me EA pre-2006 or so, and I loved their games, but every time something new comes out, it seems like they get more interested in making something that they can add to little by little by little by little, and that's what I'm afraid of with Battlefront. I'm afraid that we're going to see a game where they're like, here's a skeleton, now buy each piece.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm kind of... Okay, I'm with you and I'm not with you, because I'm afraid of the way EA is doing it, but... Conversely, I would love to see games that are more like platforms to kind of expand, like how Nintendo's doing Mario Kart. Okay, and I don't own this to say, but Nintendo's adding more tracks. We're not seeing a new Mario Kart, I don't think, for this generation. It's one game, and if you like Mario Kart, you're gonna buy Mario Kart and the DLCs, and that game will just be added onto and added onto and added onto because they did their best, and this is the best product they can do on the hardware they can. And that is where I think the difference is. If game companies can do that, then we'll see better games in the long run, I believe. So, but
unless EA pulls something completely... First of all, I think they should just let Dead Space go, because Dead Space 3 was probably the worst out of all of them.
Yes.
Dead Space 1 is my favorite Dead Space. It will always be my favorite Dead Space. Dead Space 2 was okay. Dead Space 3 was just awful. And expanding at this point is just like, ugh. It's just putting out a game with Dead Space name and just getting the cash for it.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. What was the other EA game? Isn't there another big one? Oh yeah, probably. Oh yeah, apparently there isn't. They're remaking another Need for Speed again.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't.
Another Need for Speed is coming out. Of course, the sports, which I'm sure none of us really care about.
Nope.
I used to do Madden competition.
The only football game I do is Blitz. That's Blitz, and that's pretty much it. So, and Mega Man Soccer.
About sport.
Mega Man Soccer was the stuff back in the
I'm
SNES.
close enough to Columbus. I live close enough to Columbus that everybody's into NCAA, Ohio State, OSU, everything.
Yeah.
So at the parties in the neighborhood, we see a lot of NCAA, but other than that, not a lot of sports titles.
It's true. I mean, where Aelis and I are kind of by each other, and everyone talks football. Like everyone is all about football.
I know it is.
But
yeah, me too.
it's not that I hate it.
Though, when it comes to that.
It's not that we hate it. It's just gaming's for us. So.
Yeah.
I was a cheerleader, so I hate it more.
Like digging ourselves a hole here.
Oh, I know, right?
Like, oh yeah, I love football. I was playing Madden tournaments. And we're all just like, we don't like Madden.
We don't serve your kind here. So- I'm just teasing. I know.
All right, so I think the general
I love
consensus
the
is
Monopoly
nobody's really
thing,
looking
though.
forward to the EA conference because
It's going to be the same thing over
Yeah.
and over again.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's just going to be boring. But next we have another awesome conference to talk about Ubisoft, where we're going to see Assassin's Creed, hopefully another Dishonored.
Again.
That would be kind of nice.
I would hope to see another Dishonored. I don't think they are. What is it? The German PC Gamer or whatever, that UK. Not UK, but you know what I mean. The German PC Gamer that kind of gets everyone's E3 conferences down to a T almost, or 90% right, says no Dishonored. And I'm not going to disagree with them. Yeah.
I don't know. I played the first Dishonored. I liked it, but I wasn't like wowed by it. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's the greatest game in a long time," and I just played it. I was just like, "Eh."
Yeah, I thought it was okay. I was
don't know if
like,
it was the greatest, but I liked it. I actually got my copy of Dishonored. Steam made a boo-boo during a sale, and I got it for like $2. Not even kidding.
I got
I
it
was
for
like, $2 mine.
I got it for free on Xbox Live with the games with the gold or whatever for my 360. So
Actually, I ended up buying it before that happened. I bought it to do stuff for the channel, and never ended up doing anything for the channel with it. And then it went on gold, games for gold.
Oh, no.
Man, I paid like $10 for it used at like GameStop or something. I was like, of course now it's free, but whatever.
Yeah.
Ubisoft, I think me and Chris have a secret one that we. I guess it's not even secret. One that we really want to happen, but probably won't happen.
Do tell.
Beyond Good and Evil.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Beyond Good and Evil.
Beyond Good and Evil.
I don't think it's going to happen, but I could definitely see that.
They should
so
do it.
bad.
Me too. It's just they teased us, and then they're like, "We're not going to tell you anything about it for 5 years."
I know, and that was like years ago. They have to have something by now.
They closed the studio that was working on it. Their division that was working on it got downsized, and everyone got moved to other studios. So I think the team broke up, but they had something, and I'm like, just give us that. Just be like, it's like early access. We play worse on early access.
Oh my God,
let's
Steam,
just
yeah.
let's just
I blame Assassin's Creed. I blame Assassin's Creed for the death of what
Beyond Good and
probably
Evil.
would have been a complete remake of Beyond Good and Evil.
Aww.
Because now all Ubisoft focus on is the big freaking franchise of Assassin's Creed, and they keep making them, and they don't make a good game for once.
Well, I think what they've run into with Assassin's Creed, especially with Unity, is they're going to have to rechange the format. And I like Assassin's Creed Bloodlines, or whatever it is for the Steam that's a side scroller or whatever. I mean, it's derivative, but it's something different. And that's what I think they're going to kind of need to do with Assassin's Creed, is either make it a franchise that it's all about open world and forget the motif in general, or just go ahead and like divvy it up. And I would have played the heck out of either like two of the settings that they did for the Assassin's Creed Bloodlines or whatever. I might be getting that wrong. Or the settings that I wanted: the Russian Revolution and the Chinese
The
type.
Chinese one is excellent.
And that's what
played.
I was like,
I would have done that.
I would have
Ninja
played that
Assassin.
stuff. I would have
That's
played
all
that stuff.
one. Ninja Assassin. That's all I want.
I would have
Ninja
played that to
Assassin
death.
with a
Yeah.
katana in the back. Yep.
That would have been awesome.
That
Instead
would
of
be one
like the
heck of a
thing,
game.
and then but the thing that comes out of his wrist is like a shuriken. It's just like it's like
A
that's just
shuriken
like,
launcher.
On
and
the
it's
Chinese
coming
one,
out.
it's actually in her shoe.
Oh
Is
yeah,
it in her shoe?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, she's got a hidden blade in her shoe.
I'm just seeing like the Bond villain. I forget what her name, but the one that has like the poison thing in her shoe, and then she like kicks people to death. But
Yes.
that's pretty awesome. But yeah, I think. Go ahead.
I think they're gonna come out with more of the Ubi art games.
I
Like
hope
Ubi
so.
art. What I mean by Ubi art, I mean like was it Child of Light and Valiant Hearts? Those are both made with like their Ubi art engine.
Yeah.
Because both of those did pretty well. for themselves. They were okay games. I played both of them. I finished one of them, and I should probably go back and finish Child of Light. I got like halfway through it, then finish it. Valiant Hearts was just sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
at
heard
the
that's
end.
got a really sad ending. I
mean,
haven't
it was
gotten
a
to pick
good-
up a copy yet.
It was a good game, but it was just like the ending was just like, you did all that to get to that ending? It's like, oof, that's a bit rough. But anyway, no, I think we might see something more of that. Dare I say another Rayman? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, I wish.
Maybe.
I wish.
As long
I
as it's
love
got
the
rabbits
Rayman.
in it.
I love Origins.
We need a Rabbids game. We need a good Rabbids
We
game.
need
We
it.
don't need a good. We don't need a party Rabbids game. We need like
No.
Actual
I think they need
Rabbids
to
game.
They need to put Rayman and the Rabbids back together, because
Yeah.
I played the original Rabbids game. Like back, it was like Rayman Raving Rabbids.
Yeah.
And I mean, yes, it was a
Yeah.
mini game, but putting them both together made it really fun. I love the Rabbids, but just keeping them by themselves. I don't know. It needs more than that. I mean, they're silly, they're fun, but I think if they put them back with Rayman, it would make a more interesting game than separately, you know.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah.
I love the original Rabbids game. Some of the newer ones are just kind of I didn't really play too much of any of the rest of them. And then it guarded
Yeah.
some weird TV show on Nickelodeon for a while, which was a thing.
Yeah.
The Rabbids had their own TV show. It didn't really work
Yeah.
out.
What I would like is like if they did Rabbids, but like an Oddworld type game,
There you go.
where it's done in the style of Oddworld. Not saying like make it exactly Oddworld. No, I'm saying like the 2D kind of wacky world, and you kind of have to use them like lemmings, and like death is a thing that happens quite a bit. Like that's kind of what I see Rabbids going well with.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I just had an amazing idea. Make a Five Nights at Freddy's clone, but with the Rabbids.
Somebody do that in Gary's mod.
Just do it.
So
That'd be great.
I would play that one. I haven't played Five
Yeah.
Nights at Freddy's because my heart can't take it. But I would play the Rabbids one. And when they come up to you and get you, it's just like, ah! When they scream at you, that's all it needs to do. It scares the crap out of you, but it'd be funny as all get out. That's
Yeah,
what you
you
need.
scream and then burst out laughing.
That's what you need. Yep. That's all that
That'd
happens.
be awesome.
yeah,
That's my contribution to gaming this year. Boom, do it. Done.
yeah, but Ubisoft is actually I feel better about Ubisoft. We're going to see another Far Cry, I think, and that's kind of sad. But that's their other milk franchise.
Yeah.
I didn't even play Fallout 4. I didn't even care at that point.
All
It's
right,
all the same thing, different country. Don't even care that much.
next
Then
week.
again,
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead. You're good.
I was just going to move it on to Sony,
That's
because
Yeah.
Sony, yes, Morpheus. Let's put VR on our face. But the Morpheus, and you guys know my reactions to VR and whatnot. I think we're split. Me and Aelis are like, so what VR, and Anna and Evan are like, I want more product, but I'm excited about the possibility. And I'm excited about the possibility too. I'm just like, what they're selling you as VR is not VR yet. So
Yeah.
It's not.
I'm excited
No.
for a single game so far. There's only one of them where I go, oh my god, I need a headset for that. So there's Eve Online is one of my favorite
Oh,
MMOs of all
gosh.
time,
Yeah.
and Valkyrie is coming out, which is a VR-enabled one where you're actually a Valkyrie, which are converted later to drones, but you're actually piloting one. So you've got these iconic ships beside you. You've got an Erebus, and you can see the Dominics, and you've got all these ships from the actual MMO, and it's a dogfight simulator. Simulator. And, and so the headset lets you look out of your cockpit while you're in the middle of the dogfight. That's the only time I've really found it so far being one of those I have to have it kind of things.
And I want that too, because Evan and I were talking about this the other day, but I believe that game is the spiritual successor to Rogue Squadron. Okay? It's not the same, and it's not Star Wars, but it's still a spaceship, dogfighter simulator. And it's not going to get... I'm still going to be wanting to be in a V-Wing, or an A-Wing, or a B-Wing. You know what I mean? But it's still like... I haven't had
Perfect time.
that that dogfighter simulator that I really love. That's kind of like space themed since Rogue Squadron. So like, I don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna get the Rogue Squadron for my GameCube, and I'm gonna stream it. I'm gonna do it. I'm so excited. I don't know why I'm sorry. I keep having to bring that up. It's like my part's supposed to come today, and I'm just like, yes. I'm gonna find that my old GameCube favorite games, and that was one of them where they had both Rogue Squadron 2 and 3 on the same thing, and then you could play them. It's like, yes, I'm gonna stream Rogue Squadron, show all these other guys. It's like you don't need all these complicated maneuvers and button presses to have fun in a dogfight. All you just need is an X-wing. It's gonna be good. Sorry, but yeah, no, I think it's the perfect time to come out with another Rogue Squadron game.
Me too.
Because the new games are coming out. All the Rogue Squadron games took place between and after all the Star Wars movies anyway, so I think it would be a really interesting, sort of side story to learn about some of the other sub-characters that probably you don't see or hear about much inside the movie anyway.
Yeah.
And, or they could just remake them because they just pretty much scratched half of the old canon anyway, since Disney bought it. But, I don't know. There's so much opportunity there. I don't know if they'll ever do it.
I'll tell you what.
I'd love it to see it happen, but...
Give me Cal Katarn and an X-Wing, and I'm sold. That's all they have to do is just be like, here's Jedi Knight, or the Jedi Knight games, put him in an X-Wing and call it like Jedi Squad or something, and remake it. But I know EA doesn't have the kahunas for it. But like they aren't going to make an experimental game.
Don't let EA do it. Don't let EA.
They have the rights to all the Star Wars games for like the next 10 years. So like,
I hate you, EA, so
I hate
much.
it. I hate you. You buy my Star Wars and
Okay, focus. We're on.
yeah,
Sony.
I know.
We're on Star Wars for 10 minutes.
Yep.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Okay, so Sony, what do we got for Sony?
Sony pretty much has the Morpheus. They've announced hardware. I think we're going to see more Uncharted. I think we're going to see another Little Big Planet.
Uncharted slated.
I think we might see some more Little Big Planet, like a 3.5 edition. Not like a full release, but I think they're going to try to do something like Amiibo to get in on the market because they need to start creating, but they have a lot of good recent properties that people like us that are older and not like us have disposable income. Have kind of grown up on Sly Cooper, on Ratchet and Clank. They have a lot of those IPs right first house, and they're doing movies on them. So I'm thinking like they're going to combine like Amiibo type figurines with their IPs, and while they come out with the IP movies, that's kind of where I think, and I think they're just going to cash grab. I don't know how successful it will be. Just like PlayStation Heroes was a great brawler. I just love playing PlayStation Heroes. No one else played it, so everyone said, "Ooh, Smash ripoff," and
Because it was a Smash ripoff.
it plays nothing like Smash. I like them both. But and that's like saying Mortal Kombat is the same as Street Fighter. It doesn't actually like go 1-to-1. Or Halo's the same as Call of Duty. But that's another thing for another day. So now on to
Kingdom Hearts though.
Okay, so
They have to give me something. They have to give me something.
Yeah, Evan's dying for a good trailer.
Dying.
we're not the Square Enix yet,
That's all I
but
need.
Tuesday's the big day for me. It's Nintendo and it's Square Enix and PC gaming. PC gaming is getting its own slot this year at E3. Yes!
PC Master Race.
Yeah, that's right.
We're not prejudiced, but PC Master Race. Anyway. Yeah.
But
We play consoles.
we do. I do.
Sometimes.
I play my Wii U.
My kids play on the consoles. Does that count?
I play my Wii U, and every time I want to play a JRPG, I have to go to a console because you don't release any JRPGs on PC for whatever reason, Japan.
Okay, so my predictions for Nintendo. First of all, they're going to come out and they're going to apologize once again for Amiibo shortages. And then eventually afterwards, and then right after that, be like, Oh yeah, we're reprinting all of them in the fall, and then we will all say screw you because you gave us hope that they were going to come
Yeah.
out.
It's
And
going to
then
be
now we have
Christmas.
to wait another month.
I swear to you, they're going to reprint for Christmas. Or they're going to
They are
say they're going to reprint for Christmas. And they're going to be like, yeah, and as a special thing, we're including 100 copies of a gold shulk or a gold,
Yeah.
yeah. And
It
there's
hates
going to
so
be
turning
much.
into the Hulk just thinking about that idea.
Do
10.
you see that? I'm trying. Okay.
This is why I am not buying a single one because I do
haven't
not want
bought
to end up with that going on. Nope.
Exactly.
No,
I'm
it's-
staying out of it.
I don't even know why I care. That's the thing. This is the only one I've opened to try and even trade. All these other ones up here, I just keep them there in the box. And I don't know why I wanted them. It's like as soon as I knew they were gonna be a rare thing, I was just like, I have to have them. I have to buy them now. And I'm stupid when it comes. Oh yeah, but I got the Inkling one too. So there.
which is like rarer than anything now. That's
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like you're gonna lock content behind the Inkling amiibos,
Yeah.
and then you send out like 10k SKUs like to all the stores.
Okay, so here's the thing. I think the next thing they're going to be like is they're going to announce more content for Splatoon or
Yeah.
changes to it. Because me and Chris talked about this before. I said they have to, like, Splatoon is a great game. I've been playing it. Me and Chris have been playing it. It's a great game, but there's so many things that they could have done better and made it so much more easier.
Yeah.
There's no like
Party
skill
system.
matching. There's
Yep.
no party system. There's no like they made a game around, oh, splat your friends, but you can't talk to your friends, you can't match with your friends, you have to randomly wait for your friend to get out of an online match and then it slips you in there somewhere. You can't
Yeah.
like, party up first and then go into an online match. There's no speech support. There's only 2 game modes at this point.
Yeah.
Unless you go into like the one-on-one thing, which the game modes that are there, don't get me wrong, they're fun, and there's actually a surprising amount of strategy to it, but they don't let you strategize. That's the thing. Like you
Yeah.
could have added so much more features to make it a lot more. Everybody thinks it's a kids game. It's not a kids game.
It's not.
There's very specific strategies on certain maps to win in order to do it, and you can't communicate with your team to do it. You're gonna lose.
Yep.
So.
And you
if
have
you're not
to.
already-
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not already one of those people that knows the strategy and you get onto a team of people that don't know it, you're boned. And that's why the rank system, like the ranked mode in that game, is sort of broken at this point because you get randomly selected onto a random team of people that could be a lot better than you or that are way below you. There's, like I said, there's no skill matching, so they'll put level 20s against level 9s. And in this game, that actually matters. It's not like in Call of Duty, just because you're a higher level, it just means you played a lot. It doesn't mean that,
Yeah.
you have this other stuff. In this game, certain guns unlock at certain levels. And you can only get those guns if you level up. There's no, like, get a certain amount of coins and then you can buy it when you get there. No, you have to wait until you get to that level. So, generally, level 20s have more better equipment than a level 5. But
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. And then, half the time, they'll put all the good people against all the sucky people.
Or there'll be 4 paint rollers versus like all splatter shots. You know what I mean? Like
you can beat the
easily.
paint roller.
Oh no.
You have to
I'm
know
saying
how
they'll
to do it.
lose. They'll lose. If you need a balanced team, okay, and that's the best part. Is I would go 1 roller, 2 machine gunners, and 1 sniper. And the sniper has come back in the metagame when you haven't been playing very much, but I actually get top score almost on the games running with a kelp scope shot, and I get like 12 kills a match. Because of the range on that thing, I can coat a large area of the board without being there. So I can like almost get all the way back to their base on like half the things with like 1 shot. So it's really useful.
I think they're going to announce some fixes and changes to Splatoon because
I-
that was
yeah.
their baby this year. I think.
Well,
That was
they-
their big game.
They already have
Poured
announced.
a lot of money into it.
They already have announced in the previous direct about you're going to get ranked party system. So like we can go into ranked together, Evan. and
Thank God.
they're not going to
At
do
the time
voice
I tried to
chat.
play with him, it wouldn't even put us together on the same team.
Yeah, we'd be
That's the
against
thing.
each other.
Yeah. And
But
he'd always be put on the good team, too. He'd always be put on the good team. With the
it was
level
only good because I
20s.
was on it.
Oh, okay.
That's how that one's gonna go.
Is that how that goes? Okay.
Yeah, but
Prejudice aside on that.
the whole thing there, like you were mentioning, is level 20s have a huge advantage because at level 13 you can start getting 4 upgrade slot gear. Okay, will start appearing in the store, and upgrades really make a difference in that game. What gear you have equipped determines your look and what bonuses you have. And I will tell you, 9 out of 10 times, a 4 upgrade slot person will decimate a 2 upgrade slot person. And like I have on one of my upgrades now, I have Ninja Squid. Whenever I go into the ink, I can move freely without showing up on anyone's radar. No one can visually see where I am moving in ink. And it's oh my gosh, it's OP.
It is the best to screw with people back in their own section, because what you need to do is you just need to get back to their section. You don't even need to code it. You need to get back to their section, spray a spot on the wall, because half the time people don't spray the wall.
Yeah.
You spray a spot on the wall, you can actually swim on the wall and stay there with Ninja Squid.
Yeah.
And when they respawn back in their area, wait till they pass you, pop out of the wall, shoot them, go back into the wall again.
Yeah.
And then it's just like you shoot all of them, then you code the whole area and screw with them that way. And it's just like, but it's sort of a dick way of spawn killing, so to speak. But it's just like,
Evan,
spray all the walls. Yeah.
were you a sniper in Halo?
I played.
I wasn't pretty good at it, but no, I was not that much of a. I'm not that much of a sniper in general. I like to snipe every once in a while, but most of the time I am the up close and personal guy with a shotgun.
He's just
I like to blow
hide on the
stuff
wall, hide on the wall, and jump him.
Well.
I go right back in.
Well, in that game, that's what it is. It's like 90% close range fights, and it's either you're a roller or a machine gunner, and it really is very different. It's so refreshing compared to all the shooters I've played. Besides some lag. Lag is the one problem I have with that game. Is if you lag, you win, because of the nature of how things go. It always works where the laggers will hit me, but my paint will literally go right through them, and it drives me crazy. But they really need to fix some things in that game. It's a flawed masterpiece. It is a wonderful game, but it needs more content. Yeah, exactly. It needs polish. But yeah, I think we'll see more of that. I think we'll see Mario. I think we'll see our first Splatoon DLC announced, which is I'm thinking Mario Sunshine themed.
I've seen a lot of people say that in the Miiverse thing on Splatoon. Be like Mario Sunshine DLC, wink.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good idea. That or an Animal Crossing one.
Yeah.
I think that could be a thing too.
Yeah, I think. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna move on because I was gonna say I think we might see at least a trailer for the new Zelda.
Yeah.
Because I know they said they weren't going to have any gameplay
Gameplay.
show of it.
Yep.
Gameplay of Zelda. But they can at least give us a freaking subtitle. They have to give us something.
Yeah, I think we'll see a trailer.
Nintendo, Nintendo's been screwing with us about this new Zelda for years. They have to give us something because everybody wants it.
And we have to talk about Star Fox because everyone here is excited about Star Fox. It just has to happen. So Star Fox is going to be announced. We're going to finally see what the more of the game is about. What do you think? What do you think it's going to be? I have my own ideas, but I want to leave it up to you guys first.
Well, I know they're definitely tech-wise looking to utilize like the gamepad for the cockpit view, which would be great because that view has been useless throughout every game so far.
Yes.
But it might actually be useful now. It'll look really cool. I'm worried, like, story-wise, what they're gonna do. Are they just rehashing the 64 again? Are we gonna go back and visit what happened in the comics that they released with the Japan model back forever and see what happened to Fox's dad? Are we gonna move on to something new?
Are we just
That's
gonna
what I
see
wanna
Crystal all day, every day? And we're gonna.
I honestly, I cut this out of my gamer life, but I
Yeah.
went on a mini I hate Crystal rant. I wish they had used Farah from the comics instead, because she
Yeah.
actually had her own brain.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, you mean the
Yeah.
girl that falls into the trap at the beginning of the game and stays frozen, so they didn't have to pay for voice acting?
It's a very
Yeah.
cynical way of looking at it. Yeah.
Oh, it's game design. Yeah.
Game design 101. Don't pay for voice acting. Freeze character in middle of game. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
pretty much.
hey, both
No.
assassin. Oh, sorry, I was just responding to the chat real quick.
Yeah, hi both assassin. New Doom at E3. Woot!
Yeah, we talked about that, bro. But
Yeah, you can check out the VOD later.
Yep.
But, anyway, no, I think when it comes to Star Fox, I think they're gonna, because what little they showed at Star Fox last year is they sort of restricted it to, like, they went back to the basics of Star Fox and be like, Star Fox, it's mainly just like an arcade dogfighter, shooter.
Yeah.
They showed some
Which is what
gameplay.
we want.
Yeah, we don't want any of that other stuff of, Star Fox running around with
On
some
foot.
magic scepter beating dinosaurs to death.
Nope.
Only that.
Yeah.
I would like to see maybe a little bit of maybe you could go into their ship, like you could run around in their ship and
Yeah, like walk around like the Great
cockpit.
Fox.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't think we should. I don't really want to see that much like platforming with Star Fox. I want it to
No.
go back to
Same.
the basics and sort of like tell the story that way rather than do all that sort of stuff. So
Yeah.
As for me, I'm 100% PC right now, so I've been making a point of not following things like that because I'm like, oh, it hits me right in my childhood.
I know, right? It's like my one console weakness right now.
I don't want a Wii U. I don't want it. I don't want it. I gave my Wii to my children. I still play Rune Factory from time to time, but I do not want a Wii U.
Heart Rune
Zelda
Factory.
might make me get one. That might be what does it to me, but right now I'm focusing strictly on PC so that I don't risk it. I just had 2 handheld consoles break on me in 1 month. So now I'm like, okay, no
What?
more. I went to play Persona 4 on a PSP that I've been keeping immaculate since the day they launched, and it's busted. So just more for me that goes, okay, no consoles, because I can fix a part in my PC. I can't rip open a console.
Well, you can still fix a PSP, but it's another technical level up.
I
So
can
Yes.
drive it to your house.
Yeah.
I can't.
gotcha.
yeah.
Trust me, you'll see the new Metroid that they're gonna announce this year, and you'll be like sold.
Oh yeah. I don't think
My
we're.
husband will be sold then.
I want a new
You'll buy one
Metroid.
and then you'll be forced. No, I'm
I don't
saying
think we're-
I'm calling it right now, Metroid, because they screwed us over with Legend of Zelda this year. It's not coming out. They're gonna announce a Metroid game.
We're not gonna see Metroid. Okay? Back to the Star Fox thing, real quick, because I want to share about Star
Shut
Fox.
me
No, go.
down,
Oh yeah,
okay?
I'm going to.
Shutting it down.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna. Well, I want to because time. But you know what? Screw time. But I'll respond to Metroid. I don't think we're going to see Metroid because, as you know, sales figures for Metroid aren't that big. So Nintendo needs to go hardcore pretty much. I think we might see a trailer for it, but we're not going to see gameplay. I want to know another Metroid. Oh, I want to find out what happens after Fusion. I really do. But
Yes. Whether
Yeah.
it's a 3DS game or a Wii U game, that doesn't matter. I just want to see a new Metroid.
I do too, to tell you the truth. So, I'm hopeful. I hope I'm wrong. I just don't think I'm going to see it this E3. But yeah, we'll see who's right. Okay, we can.
Look, if I could set up a live reactions stream for E3. Me and you are gonna get on a call, and if it happens, I'm gonna rub it in your face so hard.
You're on Twitch. Follow the channel so you guys can
Yes.
see these two going at each other.
That's
I'm gonna rub
right.
it in his face. I'm gonna do it.
And that's fine. I will gladly be wrong because we all win if there's another Metroid. So you know what I mean.
One more thing that I'm gonna mention, and it's gonna be Mario based. One, I'm sort of sick of Mario. I don't know.
I
About
think we
you
all
guys.
are. We all are.
Sort of
I'm
sick of Mario.
out.
I'm sick of the typical Mario.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you just a
Yeah.
tiny tidbit here real quick of what I'd like to see from Mario. Is I want to see a darker Mario. I want to see a more mature Mario because, well, maybe not a more mature Mario. I want to see like a Mario done up like Epic Mickey. Where it sort of like goes back to the past. It like looks at all the other creations and sort of something to that effect. It sort of like delves into like some of the lore of Mario rather than all these other, regular Mario type games, because there's a lot behind Mario that a lot of people don't really think about sometimes, and how far it's come. And I think it's like, oh yeah, let's create like an epic Mario or something like that.
There you go.
I don't know. It's sort of been a dream of mine. It's like, yeah, let's create like a Mario, like recreate like a Mario RPG, but make it very story based and make it so that it's like a little bit like rated T Mario. That would be great, I think.
That's another thing. We need another.
1, 2, 3.
Hello.
What?
And
Crazy.
we need another Paper Mario. That's what Nintendo needs to announce. I don't care. I want another Paper Mario for like.
There will be. Paper Mario.
I think there will be this year, and I will buy the heck out of that game. So.
Well, the last Paper Mario on console was for Wii, and that was Thousand Year Door, I think. But that was years ago. So I think because we've had like what two different other Paper Mario games on 3DS, like handhelds instead.
Yeah.
Or something like
I think
that.
it's been I think it's actually been a full decade since or close to a decade since that first Paper Mario for Wii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm hoping they don't look at like Sticker Star sales, which is not Paper Mario, but they tried to make it Paper Mario, and it was just a terrible game that played itself. You could win literally by not doing anything, and by pressing forward. The battles literally you could not lose. So, yeah, it was just a terrible game. I really hope that they don't look at that and say no more. But what I think they're going to do is announce a new IP and
think they will too.
talk a whole lot about Amiibo. And much to my disappointment, that's where they're going to go.
Yeah. You can see the pain on Evan's face.
I hate you, Nintendo. So
I know
much.
they're gonna be like, and you get
They know how to
we're
do
gonna
it. They
we're
know.
we're going to license everything we've ever done a game on. You're gonna get Ice Climber amiibos, but here's the thing: the Ice Climber amiibos are actually two separate amiibos that you have to.
No. That's how they're gonna get you. They're gonna have two separate Ice Climber amiibos, but then they're gonna make one with both of them together, and that's gonna be the Marth amiibo of this next generation, where you cannot find it anywhere.
They
It's gonna
print
be
like
the rare
10
one.
nanas and like whatever the blue one is. They're gonna print like a
Nintendo's
million of
gonna
it.
pull a Nintendo, and they're gonna be like, "We didn't know it was
We
gonna be
don't
so
know.
popular."
We didn't know that this thing we made to be popular is gonna be so popular. Like,
And I think in closing for Nintendo, I'm going to say this. One thing I think we would all like to see, and we talked about it last night, is they should retract their Nintendo Creators Program.
agreed.
Yeah.
I think if they came out and said, okay, it's too much, we screwed it up, we're now going to learn from our mistakes and learn how to internet.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna like get rid of it. Because they're already
Nintendo,
having
you are
fun.
not an MCM.
Nope.
Exactly.
Definitely not.
No
And-
more Nintendo Creators Program so that we can all
Yeah.
make videos.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know, all of us here want to make Nintendo videos. Besides, I think Aelis kind of wants to, but she
I
doesn't.
have old school stuff I can do.
Yeah, I would. That's what
You
I'm
still gotta
saying.
Pay for it though. You still gotta pay for it. You still can't do it. You'll get jacked
I know,
right off
I
the
know.
bat.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. When you give your money as a YouTuber to an MCM, it is for the promotion, it is for the fact that they have licenses that you cannot get on your own, like music licenses, things like that.
Yep.
There's a reason to do it. The only thing you're doing with Nintendo is like they're holding you for ransom. They're not offering you anything for the money that you're giving them other than,
Yeah.
hey, we won't get your channel shut down. That's
Yeah.
like mafia stuff going on. Mario
Extortion.
with a mafia hat.
Though, what do you think
Yeah,
the
but
M stands for? So,
Zing. Now, see, I'm putting up a giant. I'm putting up
Anna,
a.
start drawing a pinstripe suit Mario.
There you go.
I might just have to do that for this video.
I like that one. Oh, I would get that one. I would put that on a wall and be like, "This
Put that on
represents
stickers.
Nintendo." Yes. No more Nintendo MCM hashtag
Yeah.
E3 2015. There you go.
and I will say back to Metroid. Sorry, I keep on dragging this up. I think we might see another one because Reggie was wearing a Metroid pin in the recent Direct. So we very well might see another Metroid because they always drop
now
like
you're
little
backtracking.
hints.
Now
Sorry.
you're backtracking.
No. I'm saying
Okay.
this is an argument in your favor. I'm impartial. Okay, I try to.
He's trying to get to the point where I don't rub it in his face.
No. You can rub it in my face because I still don't think we're going to see that game there. I
I
think.
want you to.
Yeah, I want to.
I'm actually putting up the big middle finger to Nintendo on my channel right now because we talked about this the other day where I was like, well, like for some apparent reason I have Smash Bros videos on my YouTube channel. None of them got claimed for some reason.
I want.
But all the other ones, I've tried putting up Mario Kart. I've tried putting up some Splatoon stuff. All got claimed as soon as it got done processing. But Smash Bros. For some reason, it didn't. And he brought up an interesting point where it's not actually it's Nintendo licensed characters, but it's actually HAL Laboratories that owns Smash Bros. Not Nintendo specifically. And I thought that was a really good point. So I may now start looking for other Nintendo games that are licensed by other people and start doing videos on those because I don't know if Nintendo's going to do anything like that or not. I don't know. But
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like all the old rare stuff, the real rare stuff that we are so going to play on both of our channels. So,
you better believe Jet Force Gemini is coming to the channel.
yep,
As soon as I get my.
they need to remake all the old rare properties need to be bought up by Nintendo and just remade at this point.
Yep.
Yeah.
But let's. I never got to talk about Star Fox. Oh well, I'll just whatever.
We talked about Star Fox.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
he had
Sort of.
another thing he was gonna add.
Yeah. Oh well.
Let's note
Okay.
it.
Okay, so I was going to say, I know the game's only a year in development, and that's why this could never happen, but I want this to be an open world. Kind of like, but like open world as in you can explore the galaxy and kind of go like, oh gosh, what's that Steam game right now? Boundless Horizon or something, Outlaw Star or something like that.
Yeah. Elite Dangerous.
Elite Dangerous, that's what it is. And like kind of just like explore this infinite galaxy, but still have like dogfights and whatnot. And well, the main thing that I want to is to kind of have like ground combat with landmasters, submarines, and have this like 3-tier combat where it's air, land, and sub battles. And I think Nintendo could pull it off, but not with the time that this game has been in development. And that's my dream for Star Fox. But I think right now we're just going to see like a call back to the old Star Fox styles.
That's what everybody wants, I think.
Yeah.
For the last few games that got released, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Command Mission was okay, but it wasn't a Star Fox game. I think we're going to see a Wii U version of Pit, though.
That could be cool.
I think we're going to see Kid Icarus have a new IP on the Wii U because of how popular that is now with Smash. It pretty much went and Uprising got such good reviews and install base on the 3DS. I think we might see a Kid Icarus Uprising on the Wii U type game, which will be sweet because it has the Diablo type drops, for the gear. I don't know if any of you played this before.
I played a little bit of it. I didn't play it a whole lot.
Yeah.
I meant to, but as usual, I didn't have money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I borrowed it from a friend, but
Nice.
the combat in there is highly kind of repetitive, but it would work very well with the 3DS and that type of thing. Well, not the 3DS, but the Wii U gamepad. I think that game was built for the Wii U gamepad, almost. But we have Project Treasure coming out as well, and I'm sure we're going to get another Monster Hunter announced, which is fine by me too.
Should really play Monster Hunter.
I've
never played Monster Hunter.
I played 3 and I didn't get into it, but that was on the PSP.
PlayStation 2.
So I played it on PSP.
PlayStation 2 for the longest time, and by then I didn't even know that game existed. So I was very sheltered when it comes to my early gaming days. So
I
didn't
was
know
dating
if-
somebody who was really hardcore into Monster Hunter, and we used to play it on the PlayStation 2 all the time, but I didn't play the PSP one or anything like that. That actually sounded like it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I didn't have much fun, to tell you the truth.
Really?
Well,
wow.
and well, the combat, I didn't play it enough to really get to like the good stuff, but I put 5 hours into it, and I'm like, when is it going to get interesting? Because
Kind of repetitive.
well, the monsters I was fighting, and the PSP, it was like one. It could only populate 1 or 2 monsters per map, and that's what I think was the boring thing. Was it was just didn't have the horsepower behind it to make the more engaging battles. Like in Guild Wars, okay, yeah, I'm gonna bring this to Guild Wars. But Guild Wars, like you have like 4 or 5 enemies attacking you at once, all right? And I love that ability to kind of like have to strategize. This is who I take down. This is what I do. Monster Hunter is more like one-on-one combat, and it just gets repetitive and boring for me. That's the same problem I have with Dark Souls. Not saying like, ooh, Dark Souls is bad, but it just gets boring when you're only facing one enemy at a time for me, because you just sit there and wait, and then you roll behind someone and you poke them in the butt, and then you sit there and wait, and you roll behind them and poke them in the butt, and that's all Dark Souls is. And like that just gets boring to me.
I want a video of Captain Chris playing Dark Souls, just narrating just like that, and wait, roll behind him,
Right.
poke him in the butt. All the video is Captain Chris saying that.
Gotta touch the butt. We're gonna be touching butts with swords.
And then someone can remix it to like a techno dubstep type beat.
There we go.
Touching butts.
Touching butts.
I like that idea. It's an idea. You can't take it, internet.
Hey,
It's our
B
idea.
can do that.
Yeah, B could definitely do that.
B can do that.
Oh, he could do that. Oh no, why isn't he here?
Well, I just didn't ask him because he's super busy all the time. So
Oh, okay.
he can be on here sometime. Then I need to think out an overlay. So yeah. But yeah, I'm thinking we have a pretty good concept of this. Now, but we have one more thing to talk about, which is the PC predictions. So I don't know. Like this is the first time I think PC has had its own thing. So oh wait, no, we didn't even talk about Square Enix. Where the heck did that go?
My God.
Did I skip
Evan let that slip by.
Evan?
I know.
Oh no, it's the next one. It's the next one in the schedule.
Expressed what I care about in Square Enix in the Sony one. I'm just saying, Kingdom Hearts
Well.
is all I care about. I need something. I need a better trailer. Look, you don't even need to give me a reslate. You just be like, look, it's coming out early 2016. I'll be like, I'm happy. That's all I care about. I mean, all that other stuff would be great, but Kingdom Hearts, I've been waiting for it. Everybody's been waiting for it, and I want to see like some gameplay footage of what it's going to be like in the new engine, because they switched from the Luminous engine to the new Unreal engine, and it's going to be bonkers. I think it's going to be bonkers. And I made a whole video on this of what I want from Kingdom Hearts. You could go watch it if you want to. Otherwise, we would probably go another half an hour on this podcast or
Easily.
whatever it is.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah.
I'll see your Kingdom Hearts, and I'll raise you one Dragon Quest.
Oh my gosh.
because That's coming out too, and
Yep.
I'm waiting. As you can tell, I'm kind of a fan of the series. So, one of the most artistically pleasing games that's come out of that genre, in my opinion. But me and my slime are waiting quite impatiently.
I want another Monster Quest hunt or monsters game. Did you ever play those for like the Game Boy Color or?
Nope.
Oh my gosh, it was like Pokemon, but it was like Monster Hunter stuff, and it was phenomenal. And like Monster Hunter Heroes is coming out, which is like Hyrule Warriors type thing. I mean, it's for Monster Hunter stuff, and they said it actually plays not like a oh gosh, I forget the Japanese name, but the Dynasty Warriors, like the Dujin games or something like that, whatever they're called. But they said they don't play like that. It actually plays like an RPG, and I say BS because I've seen footage. But you know what I mean, but the people that have gotten their hands on, they say it actually plays more like an RPG than it does a Dynasty Warriors game, and that gets me excited. So.
Does anybody else like not even follow Final Fantasy announcements anymore?
I kind of do, and it's Final Fantasy is this thing that's so nebulous anymore. Like I loved Final Fantasy, but I don't know. Like
They need to make the next Final Fantasy not jank. That's all I'm gonna say. We're done with 13 series. Everybody is sick of it. This new one needs to be like the trailers that they've been showing made it look pretty cool. Especially that I don't know if you guys watched it. There was a thing that they had with the new Final Fantasy that they came out with. It was like a development thing for NVIDIA. Like this new, I don't know if it was like a new engine or something that one of their new like architectures or some of their new graphics cards could do with, but they used the new Final Fantasy as an example, and they made the most realistic person in a video game I have ever seen.
Yeah.
And it was all in-game footage being rendered. They were doing like they did like this hair thing where like all like just like there's millions of hairs on this person and they're all being like rendered in like real time and like all the facial expressions. They had this whole thing, this whole like movie thing where they can say like, okay, here's a cutscene in Final Fantasy 13, but you can control it's all being done inside of the engine and you can control the camera during the cutscene where you want it to be and things that you want it
That's
to
ridiculous.
See. And I was just like, oh my gosh, if that's a real concept in Final Fantasy 15 where you can like do stuff like that would be pretty freaking sweet.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know. I think it might have just been a concept thing for something NVIDIA was doing. I don't know if it's actually going to be in the game or not. But,
Yeah.
I mean, like Final Fantasy 15 looks like something I might try to play because I haven't cared about Final Fantasy in years.
Yeah.
To be honest. I'm not gonna lie though, and I think me and Chris talked about this earlier. The only thing that would make me care about Final Fantasy again is if it came out with another Final Fantasy Tactics game.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's good.
Yes.
That'd be cool.
Final Fantasy Tactics for like either they would probably do it for like mobile, but I would actually like to see
They already
it
did.
on console.
Record.
What?
They just released
That's-
Final Fantasy Tactics. They just released Final Fantasy Tactics on the Play Store and iOS like 3 days ago.
No, I want to see a new game.
Yeah, but they're charging like $13 for the War of the Lions one.
Yeah,
So-
But
because
this shows
that's-
at least the concepts there. At least they know
Yeah.
how to put it on mobile.
Exactly,
I
and
want
that
to see a mobile version.
I don't
see
want
mobile,
either.
I mean like 3DS or like PlayStation Vita.
yeah.
'Cause
Otherwise,
the last
microtransactions.
Final Fantasy the last Final Fantasy Tactics games that I played were on Game Boy Advance and DS. So I think they should either put it on there, but I would like to see it on console too. I think especially like on Wii U or something like that, it's made for that pad.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had any tactics RPGs on Wii U, and like the gamepad is like geared. This is the tactics RPG,
Exactly,
machine.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Ah, well, but we'll probably see the new Disgaea or Disgaea or whatever, however you pronounce it.
This guy.
Yeah, Disgaea. I love that series, but that's going to be on PS4, I'm sure, exclusive.
Probably. Yep.
But
And their Persona. Her freaking
Oh,
Persona.
I
I love
Forgot
that
about
series.
Persona. Yep.
have you seen? Okay, this is the next thing. Oh, go ahead without Persona 5. We'll talk about that for a bit. Then I'll talk about Fire Emblem Cross Persona.
There's not much about Persona out yet other than a couple of short little clips of what the main character looks like. There's no storyline, I think, that's been released yet.
Yeah, then we'll see it. But I will tell you this: the new Persona game is Fire Emblem's Cross Persona, It is literally Persona with Fire Emblem characters in the combat triangle.
We did not talk about the new Fire Emblem game
Nope.
when we were at Nintendo.
Nope.
Why?
And we didn't
Oh, yeah, I
talk.
forgot about that.
We didn't talk about Xenoblade Chronicles X, which is probably my most hyped game for the rest of the year. Is what I'm looking forward to most. So we missed two bigs. So Nintendo really has a strong conference this year on the games that they already have announced. Like, and I'm still waiting for the games they haven't announced. We're going to see more Mario Maker. We're going to see. This is going to be a strong year for Nintendo. I think Sony and Microsoft really need to bring their game, their A game this year. Otherwise, they're going to lose again, and that's not going to do well. Because I bought my Wii U after I watched E3 last year, and by far, I've been well pleased with my purchase because I've had games come out like every other month that I've wanted, and I have my PC, So in between, I get to play my "You Must Build a Boats." You know what I mean? I love that game, by the way. Completely and totally worth it. I played it like 10 hours thus far. So, yeah, I binged it. I'm a loser like that. Instead of doing Aelis's work, I binge You Must Build a Boat. So,
I've been putting off playing it because I've been working on Evan's commissions. So,
You want to honestly know what I've been doing? Fallout 1.
really?
That's what I've done for the
No
last
kidding.
week. Is play Fallout 1. I put 1, 2, and Tactics back on my computer just
Yeah.
leading up to E3 because I'm kind of in that mood.
You should put it up on your channel. Why didn't you? You haven't been
I
recording
only
it?
record like a quarter of the things that I play.
Okay.
I can't record most of my Fallout 3 and New Vegas stuff that I do because I use inappropriate mods sometimes. So
You would.
Wow.
You're walking around the wastes. You got to make money somehow, sweetheart. So
Whoa.
yeah, I thought about putting it up. But I'm playing a save that I already had started from before the channel. Maybe I'll do Fallout 2.
Yeah. Well, you could always just remove your mods with Curse. Curse makes it pretty easy to turn mods on and off.
I actually use the Nexus. I use
Oh,
their mod installer program, so it's a checkbox.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's Curse. So that's what it's called. The Curse client makes it real super easy. But yeah, I'm just thinking I was actually thinking about doing that too, but forget that. I'm still sticking with my Half-Life 2 playthrough, even though no one watches it. So
I watched yours and I watched Anna's.
wait, Anna played Half-Life 2?
not too, but
Oh.
That's
fun.
Okay, I was like, I didn't see that.
Half-Life 1. See, you know what sucks, Ed, is that you did the original Half-Life 1 playthrough, and then like a week after you started it, they came out with the Black Mesa remake of it.
Yeah,
I
And
saw
it was
that.
just like, oh, that would have been so much better to do.
yeah,
I was like, aw, freaking timing.
yeah.
I
Darn
know,
timing.
right?
But anyways, let's focus back on our actual show and go to the actual PC stuff. So with PC, I think it's going to be a lot of hardware. I think Valve is going to be showing a lot of VR, and we're going to see a lot of indies. This is where I think the indies are going to go. And oh my gosh, we haven't talked at all about indies, but this is the year of the indie in my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, Chasm is my big game of the year. Well, from what I've been playing of it, it's like my dream. It's Castlevania, but better. So
Nice.
it's randomly distributed. I love that game. But yeah, I mean, we're just seeing a heck ton of indies, quality indies coming out. Not like, like Braid level indies, things that like make Braid
Right.
look normal,
Yeah.
And that's what I'm more excited to see is the rise of the independent publisher, or the independents this year.
And the
So,
new Steam machines are going to bring that to people's living rooms, which is
Ah,
going to take
geesh.
a whole another group of people. NVIDIA is actually developing some of that some of the hardware for that, so we're definitely going to see it kind of sneaking into a brand new audience.
yeah, I'm not too hot on the Steam machines though. All right.
I'm getting one.
Right now, I have the architecture that I can stream my computer over to that computer anyways. That I record my console footage. I can actually just local stream it I mean, anyone with Steam can. But
Mine won't go upstairs though. So
What?
I'm actually gonna put. I have a 3-story house. I can't.
oh, you
get-
run on Wi-Fi. I do wired.
Yeah,
so.
I have mine all Wi-Fi through the house, and I can't get
Nerd.
anything to work upstairs. So I'm. Shut up! My husband's a network engineer, so we have like the access points everywhere, and it still won't freaking work.
Well, if
but
he's an
I'm getting
access,
one for the bedroom.
okay, yeah. If
Well,
he's an
that nerd
engineer,
was- That nerd was directed towards Chris, by the way. He's like, oh, well,
Oh,
I
yeah.
use
Oh, yeah,
wired.
wired.
So,
yeah. Well,
Connect it all.
duh, wired.
I can't
I'm not
get
gonna
it
mess with
now.
that Wi-Fi stuff when I'm having to do Twitch streams and whatever. So that's
Yeah,
like the.
hey, it works for me. I have 2 different Wi-Fi connections. So I have a 5 gigahertz for my PC, and then I have a 2.4 gigahertz for my console stuff. So it actually splits it up a little bit when, especially like if I'm streaming a console game, you have to play online with the console, but you have to stream with the 5 gigahertz, and it just makes everything a lot easier.
That's fast.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean,
just throwing that out there.
So
Go ahead.
does anybody else have an indie game that they're like focused on?
I don't really know much about that section, to be honest.
how about Ritual of the Night, the new Castlevania,
Oh, that one. Okay.
or
I haven't played
Ukulele,
Castlevania.
or Mighty Number
Well,
Nine.
Ukulele is going to be a
Ukulele.
multi-platform.
Yeah.
Ukulele
Yeah.
is going to be multi-plat, though.
Yeah, that's
the
true.
thing. Like, it'll be coming to PC, but it's going to be multi-plat. What was I going to say? Half-Life 3 confirmed. No.
Half-Life
I had to
3.
slip that in there.
Yeah.
Half-Life 3. But no, what is it? Left 4 Dead. I think
Well-
they're going to announce a Left 4 Dead 3.
Well, I don't know who Devin is, but
Neither do I.
yeah, I don't know. So evidently, Devin is fat. I'm pretty fat too. So whatever, I don't care. But anyways,
The yell Devin is fat. Devin is fat. There
Devin
you
is
go.
fat. Okay, I get it
Devin.
now.
I don't know
Oh,
who Devin is.
gotcha.
I get
totally
it.
misread that sentence.
Me too. I thought he was calling.
I read it as y'all.
Yeah, me
not
too.
y'all.
Sorry,
You
Pratt.
would.
I know, right? It being the hick.
You said it, not us. You said
Hey,
it.
I don't mind. I grew up in the woods.
Love you.
But yeah, I don't know if we missed anything as far as E3 goes. I think we've pretty much hit the whole gambit. Besides the new what is it's the new thing, Enemy Unknown. I'm
Oh,
forgetting XCOM. We haven't covered XCOM. We didn't do Mirror's Edge, and we kind of talked about Battlefront, but
I think everybody has.
it just looks like
same
suck.
feelings about Battlefront.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be. Yep. It's going to be microtransaction garbage.
Yep.
That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean,
It could come out and be awesome, but you have to wait till it comes out, honestly. And really, at this point, it's not looking promising.
yeah, it's not going to be there. Oh, yeah, we're probably going to get another Killzone. I didn't mention that, but and a new Resistance and a new Ratchet and Clank. But honestly, like I really want them to do Jack and Dexter again. Like, how hard is it to like bring back Jack and Dexter? I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things that I wish they would make a new game. They made a new Sly. Give us some more of the extra old games remade.
Yeah.
Well, weren't
So-
they all Naughty Dog games?
No. I think one was Visceral, I think. Let me just look real quick. But Jack is not, I think.
Yeah, I know Jack was definitely separate from the other two.
Yo, no, Jack is Naughty Dog. That's the one that is. So,
Jack and Dexter's
Okay.
Naughty Dog. Well, then what was Sly Cooper?
let's
I know
just
one of
see.
the three was an oddball.
Timed
Ratchet and Clank, I
exclusive.
think, It's the oddball.
I think it might
I
be,
don't
yeah.
remember.
Sucker
Well, the
Punch.
thing is- Sucker
yeah,
Punch.
Sucker Punch.
Thank you.
Yep. So, took us a while, but we got it.
Gotta look it up. Look it up on the internet. There you go.
That's right.
Thank you, interwebs.
Yes, thank you, Google,
Yeah.
for telling me everything I don't really know.
I think that's pretty much it. We've gone way over
I
an
think
hour.
so.
Yep. Yep, that's pretty much all of our E3 predictions. And, I'm looking forward to this E3. I think speak for everyone here. And now let's shamelessly plug our channels for the 4 people that are watching. So,
The 4 people is us.
no, actually, we had
I
more.
don't have. Yeah,
Yeah, there's
I
been
only
a
have
lot
the
more
chat windows
coming
popped
in.
open.
It got up to 10 people at once.
Yeah.
So.
Yay.
Yeah, I know, right? But basically, for the VOD's sake, I'm Captain Chris. I have YouTube over at LockedOnTargetShow, which you're probably watching this on right now. So, thank you for tuning in. Now I'm going to give it over to Anna.
Okay. I'm Anna from HickvilleProductions. You can find me on YouTube. I'm HickvilleProds on Twitter. And yeah, I'm a Let's Player, and I'm a digital artist, and I'm doing a fitness vlog series to get in shape. So, see you in Hickville.
All right, Evan.
Yay. Oh, I'm next. Yay. All right. Hi, I'm Evan the Pixel Pusher. I do a lot of things. I also stream here on Twitch mostly every night, so make sure to hit that follow button. I think I'm hosting right now, or at least I should be anyway. I don't even know. Go down there, hit that follow button. I play everything from Nintendo games to PC games to other console games and Xbox and Call of Duty and all that stuff. I do, as far as my channel goes, I am Evan the Pixel Pusher on YouTube. I do some Let's Plays. I do a first impression series called Beginner's Luck, where I take a bunch of video games and game types I've never ever played before. I play it and then I give you my impressions of whether it's good for other newer players like myself to get into play or anything to that effect. I also do Smash tournaments on occasion because screw you Nintendo, and that's about it. So more things to come. Also, we all do Gamer Life, so there you go. We all do
Yeah.
Gamer
Yeah.
Life vlogs where we talk about certain things in the gaming industry.
We want you to join in the Gamer Life. So, and we don't make anything off Gamer Life. It's just the community. So we answer a question a week, and yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah.
So, all right, Aelis.
My name is Aelis Andura. You can find me on YouTube and soon here on Twitch. It's all set up and ready to go for this week. I do Let's Plays, vlogs, mostly free and indie games, a couple AAA titles. I am a Bethesda fangirl, and I like to cause trouble. So I'll see you over at YouTube.
All right. So thank you, and thank you for tuning in. And until we meet again, stay on target.